While waiting to pick up a friend at the airport, I had one of those life-changing experiences, the kind that sneak up on you unexpectedly. Straining to locate my friend, I noticed a man coming toward me. He stopped right next to me to greet his family. First, he motioned to his youngest son, maybe 6 years old, as he laid down his bags. They gave each other a long, loving hug. As they separated enough to look in each other's face, I heard the father say, "It's so good to see you, son. I missed you so much." His son smiled shyly, averted his eyes and replied softly, "Me too, Dad." The man stood up, gazed in the eyes of his oldest son, maybe 9 or 10, and while cupping his son's face in his hand said, "You're already quite the young man. I love you very much, Zach." They too hugged, a loving, tender hug. While this was happening, a baby girl was squirming excitedly in her mother's arms, her eyes fixed on the wonderful sight of her returning father. The man said, "Hi, baby girl," as he gently took the child from her mother. He kissed her face all over and held her close to his chest while rocking her from side to side. She instantly relaxed and simply laid her head on his shoulder, motionless in pure contentment. After several moments, he handed his daughter to his oldest son and declared, "I've saved the best for last," and proceeded to give his wife the longest, most passionate kiss I ever remember seeing. He gazed into her eyes for several seconds and silently mouthed, "I love you so much." They stared into each other's eyes, beaming big smiles at one another while holding both hands. They reminded me of newlyweds, but I knew by the age of their kids they couldn't possibly be. I puzzled about it, totally engrossed in the wonderful display of unconditional love an arm's length away from me. I suddenly felt uncomfortable, as if I were invading something sacred, but was amazed to hear my own voice nervously ask, "Wow! How long have you two been married?" "Been together 14 years total, married for 12, he replied without breaking his wife's gaze. "Well then, how long have you been away?" I asked. The man turned and looked at me, still beaming. 2 whole days." 2 days, I was stunned. By the intensity of the greeting, I assumed he'd been gone for at least several weeks, if not months. "I hope my marriage is still that passionate after 12 years, I said. The man suddenly stopped smiling, looked me straight in the eye, and with a forcefulness that burned into my soul, he told me something that left me a different person. He told me, "Don't hope, friend, decide." Then he flashed me his wonderful smile, shook my hand and said, "God bless you." With that, he and his family turned and strode away together. I was still watching that exceptional man and his special family walk out of sight when my friend walked up and asked, "What are you looking at?" Without hesitating, and with a curious sense of certainty, I replied, "I'm looking at my future." We hope you've enjoyed this heartwarming story and it's left you feeling inspired. We share these stories to remind us all about the power of love, kindness, and the importance of cherishing every moment with our loved ones. If this message resonates with you, please show your support by giving this video a like. It helps us reach more people and spread positivity. And if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to our channel. We regularly share stories just like this one, aiming to touch hearts and inspire action. Imagine with just a click of a button, you could become part of our growing community, dedicated to spreading love and positivity. So, are you ready to join us? Hit that subscribe button now, and don't forget to click on the bell icon too. This way, you won't miss out on any of our future videos. Stay tuned for more heartwarming stories like this, and remember, don't just hope for a better future. Decide to make it happen. Until next time, keep spreading the love.